Good evening, folks. Dave Salter here with SRM Media, broadcasting you tonight from Homestead, Miami, Florida, with the iRacing Virtual Cup Series League race number 2. We had a decent race last week with Kendra Lavarne winning the season opener. See how he does tonight against this field tonight. Take a look at some race information tonight. They are going to do 140 laps. Track temperature is 84 degrees. I'm sorry, track temperature is 109. Air temperature is 84 degrees. Track is 1.5 miles in length. And the stages tonight are, I believe, um, yeah. Stages tonight are going to be 45, 90, and 140. Fuel run is going to be approximately 38 to 43 miles laps in, and they are getting 5 sets of tires tonight. Let's see if we can grab our. See if he's finished his qualifying. Yep. Let's see if we can bring up last week's race winner and get an interview real quick with him. Not seeing our race winner from last week. Oh, there we are. Not seeing our race winner from last week. Let's bring up Timothy Layham. Right now he's on the track. So far qualified 8th. And we are gridding, folks. So tonight's grid, we got Philip Loy on pole at a 32.577 miles per hour. Starting second, Carl Donaldson in the number 29 car. You got Kendall Laverne in that 28 Ford starting third. Brandon Browning in that 48 starting fourth. Justin Bowles in that 8 car starting fifth. Danny Seitzer starting in that 17 car starting sixth. Devon Lockridge in that 69 Ford starting seventh. Timothy Layham in that that 5 car starting eighth. Doc Holliday in that number 88 starting ninth. Joseph DuPont in that 33 car starting 10th. Brian Maybray in that 3 car starting 11th. Will Borrow in that 15 car starting 12th. Tony Patterson, or Patton, I'm sorry, 80 in that 86 car Toyota starting 13th. Dakota Jurgensen in that 9 car starting 14th. Jason Baker in that 11 car starting 15th. DJ Baker in that 1 car starting 16th. Jordan Saylor in that 35 starting 17th. Richard Smith in the 2 car starting 18th, and PJ Eccleston in that 93 car starting 19th. And that is your starting grid for tonight. Let's see if we can get our pole sitter, Philip. Let's see. Don't see Philip. There's last week's winner. Let's see if we can't pull him up. Kendall, this is Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got a copy. Read
Hey,
y'all aloud.
I know you're getting ready to go green. I'll keep it short. So how was your week after winning that home opener?
Pretty good. Been trying to fight on how hot the track is. It's going to be pretty tough. Just trying to make sure the car doesn't get loose.
All right, well, I'm going to send you back down, and you have a good night, and pedal down.
10-4, bud. Y'all too.
Yep. All right, we're going green. Philip LaJoy taking the green flag, getting out to an early lead. Oh, you got a one car loose. The 48 got it back into him. Oh, spins. Oh, we got still cars wrecking in the back. 33 cars around. Oh, let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, man, tough break. Let's go back to... So looks like you got the Kendall just spinning, getting loose right off of turn 2 there, collecting the 33 and a couple other cars there. Tough break for Kendall. Tough break. Was hoping to have a good night tonight. Philip LaJoy in that U.S. Army car. Ran him down. Under caution right now. My apologies there. Right now, I'm actually seeing that it was Carl Doxson, the 29 car. My apologies. It was the 29 car. Carl Dodson getting loose off of 2. Looks like we're gonna be. It's one thing about this track, ladies and gentlemen, that it is slick out there today. She is a slick one. Track temperatures right now is 112 degrees. Got to get these tires heated up. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. Lights are out on the pace car. They're coming through 1 and 2 right as we speak. Philip Lloyd's taking them down the back stretch very shortly. They line up 2 by 2. Looks like you got the the 48 on that outside blinking in and out right now. I'm sorry, that's Kendall Laverne blinking in and out on that backstretch there. All right, they're getting ready to come back to the green flag. Philip LaJoy bringing them down. Pace car's in, or truck's in. Green flag's out. We're racing. Mike LaJoy goes down, takes it nice and easy through that turn 1 and 2. Looks like everybody's getting through. They're starting to go 3 wide, a little further back. 3 wide for that 4th spot. So starting to single out. Still your race leader. Looks like you got Justin Boyles trying to make that pass on the inside of him. Oh, and here comes that 48, Brandon Browning. Tries to dive to the low line, try to get that lead. Philip Lloyd finding out that engine right there on that high side. As you see, they're starting to single file out. Here comes that Timothy Layham. Trying to make that bottom line work. See if he can't get that car to stick. Homestead-Miami turns are nice and wide. You take it 3, sometimes 4 wide in these corners. Now it looks like you got Brandon Browning. Finally, you made that pass on Phil Joy, and he's bringing that 8 car, Justin Boyles, along with him. Phil Floyd says, no, you're not taking it from me this time. He's making that high side work, keeping that car wound up. 2 by 2 behind the leader. Philip and Justin, swapping that lead back and forth. It looks like Justin's gonna get him cleared this time. Going down the front stretch. Phillips all over his bumper. Here comes that 5 with Timothy Layham trying to work on that 1 car. Timothy's going to get Phillip cleared. Oh, Phillips battling back on the outside. He's got the help with the 69 Devon right behind him, giving him a push down the backstretch. And here comes Kendall. Kendall says he's not done yet. They're 2 by 2 back here, battling hard. Top 2 have broken away just a little bit. Here comes Kendall. He's going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh, the 5 and the 1. A little bit of contact there. They're going 3 wide into turn 3. Phillips got him cleared. Ooh. 5 gets a little squirrely coming off of 4. Kendall makes that pass. Philip Joy clears all that traffic. Here it brings Kendall along with him. And here comes Donovan. Oh. Timothy's a little, trying to gather his car back up. Back up front, you got the 48 and the 8. Nose and tail. 48 is taking the middle line. 48's running that middle line. The 8's running that high line. Justin's got a nice run on that high line, keeping it wound up. He's going to make that pass for the lead. Nice little gap between Brandon and Philip there, between second and third. And you got Timothy Layham in fourth. Nice battle going on here for fifth. Carl's looking to the inside of Timothy, or I'm sorry, Devon, for that fifth spot. Oh! Carl gets loose again, slides up, gets into. Oh, caution's out. Carl slides up, gets loose in the corner, comes up and collects the 55 and the 9. Oh my. Oh, and the 1 slams on his brakes before he gets into the side of Carl. Oh. You can't get any closer than that. Oh my God, that was close. See if we can go back on board with the 1 there. Oh, he gets into that 9 and then. Oh man, tough break. Not a good night for Carl there in that 29 car. And it looks like all your leaders are coming down pit road now. 15 laps into this race, 5 sets of tires. See the leaders coming down. Carl's already into the pits, getting some of that damage repaired on his car. That is Kendall Levon that's in pit right now trying to get his repairs done on his car. Didn't see what happened to him. I think he was part of that first one. You see Kendall right there. Heavy damage on that right side of that car, along with Carl right in front of him on that 29. Looks like Doc Holliday's gonna win the battle off of pit road here. Jason Baker and that number 11's coming in to make his stop. Carl Dotson and Devin just completed their pit stops, getting some damage repaired on those cars. So right now you got Doc Holliday leading the race, Tony Patterson in that 86 car in second, Richard Smith in third, Justin Boyles in fourth, Brandon Browning in fifth. Timothy Layham in sixth. Philip LaJoy in seventh. Brian Marbury in eighth. Will Barlow in ninth. Rounding out your top 10 is PJ Enkins. Sorry if I'm hacking her last name. I do apologize. So your top 3 all stayed out, did not take tires, or did not pit. So you got 88 Doc Holliday here reports that he did not pit this time around, along with Tony Patton and Richard Smith. First car on new tires is going to be Justin Boyles. down that back stretch. We'll see how these older tires fare up to these new tires. Just remember the track is slick tonight. Your Daytona 500, your Daytona winner from last week right now sitting in 18th spot in the pits getting repairs done. Tough break for him tonight. Pace car is off. Doc Holliday brings him to the line. Green, green, green. They're back to race, and Doc gets a nice jump. Pulls up in front of the 86. Tony Payton. And here, Justin Boyles. The 88 and the 82. Oh, the 5 goes up, brushes the outside wall. That is the 23 DoorDash car is the 2 car of Richard. As you see there, starting 2 and 3 wide. And here comes that 1 car, Philip Lloyd. Gets a little loose on that bottom line. Gathers his back up. Able to take that second spot. Justin Boyles to the lead. All, right through as they are 2 wide. Back. There comes Timothy Layham underneath the 2 and the 88 of Doc Holliday. Bringing along that 3 and that 48 car also. Try to make that low line work. You got Brian in that 3 car clears along with Brandon Browning down the back stretch. Justin Boyles and Phil Floyd both out to a nice lead over 3rd place. Just about a second ahead of third place there, Timothy Layham. As you see, they're still battling side by side back there, fanning out. As the tires start to wear, these cars will get slicker. Justin Boyles right now showing in your top spot. They're starting a single out there and 1 single line. Timothy Layham in 3rd. Brandon Brownie starting to put a little pressure on him in 4th. You got Brian Mabray, coming up there, starting to apply the pressure to Brandon. You got Jason Baker in that 6th spot, Will Barlow in that 7th spot, Dotson, Devin Lockridge in 9th, and PJ, I'm not going to butcher your last name anymore, so it rounds out your top 10. Doc Holliday was leading there for a minute, fell back to 11th spot on those older tires, along with Richard Smith in 12th, Tony Patton in Sales in that 15th spot, Danny Seitzer in that 16th spot. Jurgensen in 17th spot. Kendall is still on pit road trying to get some repairs done. It looks like Joseph Dumont is backed it up and is taking it to the hauler for right now. Back up front, you got Justin leading Phillip. He's putting about a half second ahead on him. The battle for third place is starting to heat up a little. Timothy and Brandon's tighten up that battle there. Brandon's looking for the low line. Brandon's got a nice one coming out of the door. Pulling that three of Brian up along with him. You see two to three distinct lines of this track. Between the middle, high, extremely high, you saw right there one of the drivers doing what we call a Casey K. He loves to drive that outside wall. He almost had the 11 touch right there with that 3 car. And that 3 of Brian's going to get the position on Brandon there for 4 spot. There goes Brian up there to the 3rd spot, taking it away from Timothy there. He got a nice battle right here, 3rd on back. Nice tight group there. That 11 riding that top lane. That high side work. Oh! Brandon looks like he just lost it coming off of turn 2. Oh, wow. Looks like he just got either loose or just lost it coming off of 2. Let's go back and see that. Just got loose coming off the corners. Great way to save that car. Gather it back up. Time to motor on back through the car. Alright, you got that battle for the lead starting to tighten up. Phillip wants that lead back from Justin. Okay, it's getting tight. Like I said, as these cars, the fuel starts running down, these cars will start getting looser. Phillip is all over the back bumper. Line going in. And Jason there, but here comes Timothy putting the pressure. Oh, the 11 and 5 got together coming off of turn 4. Looks like the 11 just pushed up and got loose coming off the corner. You see they're about 3 wide now for that 5th, 6th, and 7th spot. Carl just backs out of it, just lets Jason go instead of taking it 3 wide. And then you got Will Barlow right there on the low line. trying to get that low line to work. Draft off that 29. Up to the 29, back on the low side. Oh, Carl gets a little loose on that low line. Gathers it back up and saves it. Back up front, we got Justin still leading the way. 36 laps in. They all pitted on lap 15 except for 3 drivers. Starting to get that low line to work for him. Oh, he's at that quarter panel. Oh, he got loose coming off of 2. He had a good run going. Went to go underneath that 8. Got loose coming off. I know you got. Looks like you got Justin got a little wiggle there, or coming off the corners. Fourth, fifth, and sixth is still tight. The 11 of Jason is still on that high line with Timothy going low, trying to get that pass completed with Will Barlow right there. Oh, the 5 and the 11 come get together. Jason saves it. Gives that 4 spot to Timothy there. As Will Barlow's going to start putting some pressure on that 5. Now I think we will do a turn it up segment. Yep. And it looks like we're getting ready to, we'll hold off on that turn it up. Back to it after we complete this stage. Lap 40 is in the books, and it looks like our stage is getting ready to come to an end with Justin winning the stage, Philip Lloyd in second, Brian in third, Timothy in fourth, Will Barlow in fifth. Competition. So Justin right now takes your stage win of the Homestead 140. That's Dave Salter, SRM, Media Racing. Click like and share our Facebook page, and we are on YouTube also. Tell your friends, catch some nice league races that are on there. My colleague Shane is under the weather tonight. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it. So let's see, we will all right, Justin leads them down pit road. Looks like everybody is coming in. 3 cars, Dakota, Kendall, and all stayed out. looks like Justin's gonna beat him off pit road. Nice battle off of pit road. Oh, I think Philip Lloyd did beat him off of pit road. Nice job to that pit crew. See if we can get your stage 1 winner here. Bring him up into the booth. Justin Boyles, Dave Salter in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, stage 1 winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. We got a pretty good piece tonight. Carl helped us out with our set and got a little bit of speed. It's a little bit free there as the run went on, and I let Philip kind of, get to me. But made a couple adjustments here and see if it helped us out, and hopefully we don't have to fight it as much at the end of the stage.
I hear you there. This track temperature and down here in Miami, it's brutal on these cars.
Yeah, it's not as high as what we've been practicing with. It's kind of come down since the start of the race, and I think the humidity is really contributing to it, just kind of making everything real slick. But it's been a handful for everybody, I think. So glad we were able to hold Philip off, and I think there's some guys back there, once they get them dialed in, they're gonna have a little bit more speed and challenge us a little bit.
I hear you. Well, good luck. I'll send you back down. You're in Flashpoint?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Have a good race, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right, and that was your stage 1 winner, Justin Boyles. He will be starting on the outside of Philip. Looks like you got a couple last-minute takers coming in the pit road to top off that fuel. They are coming to one to go to the green to start stage 2. Philip Lloyd be bringing them down. Justin Boyles second, Will Barlow third. You see Carl right there in 4th. Tony in 5th. All right, they're getting ready to come out of turn 4. Pace truck's getting ready to dive off. Make that hard left-hand turn. Green, 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 green. Philip Lloyd's getting a nice jump on Justin there as Justin tucks down underneath him to follow him down into turn 1. 2 wide, a little further back. That 15, Will Barlow going to the inside of Carl Dotson there. Nice tight battles. Oh! The 2 pushes up a little in front of that 69 car. You see him duck back down, get right behind him. 3 wide back here for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Timothy Layton's on a mission going forward. Got a good run off of turn 2. He passes Richard there. He's got a nice battle going on for that. Him and Jason right there for that 6th spot. You got Devon and Will there. for the 5th and 6th spot. Will's trying to take it, get that low line to work there. Oh! Will gets a nice, Timothy gets a nice run coming out of turn 2 and down that backstretch on Will. Gets that pass done. Timothy sets his sights on Devon there as he makes that pass for that spot, moving up into the 4th position now, getting his sights set on Carl. You got these guys here, Doc Holliday, Jason, Doc, and Richard there, all battling 7th, 8th, 9th. And you got DJ and Brian right there in the mix also. Here comes Brandon Browning also. He's trying to make his way back up to the front. He had a nice strong car at the beginning of the race. See if he can get it back up there. DJ's looking on the inside of that 2 car. Richard for that 9th spot. Doc gets that position for 7th. But Jason's not finished yet. He's took a peek to the inside, try to get that 7th spot back. Jason's making that high line work along with Richard back there. They're both running that extremely high line. Back up front, you got a nice battle for the lead. Phillips going for the lead over Justin. Oh, Phillip had to back out of it, getting a little tight there, coming off of turn 4 there, coming down the back front stretch there. Justin's back to the lead. Phillips getting ready to gather it back up and try to make another push for it. You got that Timothy and Carl getting ready for that 3rd position, starting to tighten up again also. Will Barlow and Donovan there battling for that 5th spot. Will wants that 5th spot from Donovan. Looks like he's gonna get it coming out of turn 2. As they all start to settle in, Justin's running in that top spot. Philip Lloyd's in that 2nd spot, about a half second behind him. Here comes Carl in that 3rd spot, trying to make a push. Timothy Lanham in that 4th spot. And you see right now, right all behind that 15, Will Barlow. It's all tightened up. Will Barlow's holding on to that 6th spot in front of that. Doc Holliday's looking to the inside of Donovan there for that 7th spot, trying to bring Richard along with him. Doc's still looking to the inside. Can't quite get that pass completed. Looks like he's going to get that pass completed now as Donovan starts to push up the track. You got Richard coming on the inside of him, along with Jason on the inside of him. 3 wide with the 48 of Brennan's pushing Jason there. Backs off a little so he doesn't get that arrow loose off. Wow, we have a nice battle going on right now. Richard's got a nice run going past the 11 car of Jason there for that 7th spot. Doc Holliday's looking on the inside of Will Barlow there for that 5th spot. Gets that pass made. Wow, we got some exciting racing back here. Let's go back out front. Oh, it's getting tight up here. The top four are now nose to tail. Timothy Lanham and Carl got by Phillip there. Oh, and here comes Carl on the inside of Timothy. Phillip's going to follow Carl through. Carl's got a fast car tonight. He's trying to run down that lead. Oh, you got one getting loose coming off the turn. Looks like Carl got loose again coming off of turn 2. We stay green. Timothy in that second spot along with Phillip there in that third. Go back to this 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Will getting by Doc for that 4th spot as Doc crosses over him. Tries to regain that lead or that 4th spot. And he's trying to bring Richard along with him in that up to that 6th spot. See all these cars taking distinct lines through the corners. These cars will get slick as the night runs on. Let's see. And the track temperature has gone down from the start from 112 to down to 104 degrees. It is still hot and this track is still slick. Carl's in the pits trying to get some of that repairs done along with the 17 of Danny. Oh, Carl's got heavy damage. Hood's gone, nose gone. See if they can get that car repaired and back out on the track. Tough break for Carl. Fast car tonight. And caution is out. Let's see what happened for this caution. Carl comes down. Looks like he just loses. Oh, ouch! Gets airborne there, getting stuck in the. Oh, let's go on board with that. Going into 3, car gets loose, gets caught in that outside fence, and we are going for a ride. Oh man, tough break for Carl there. So it looks like your top 5 or your top 4 did not pit. They have stayed out. So 5 on back has got the fresher tires. Let's see if we can bring Timothy up here. Alrighty. Let's see. Timothy, let's see. Let's bring Timothy up and get an interview with Timothy here. Timothy, Dave in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
You got anything for Justin there?
I hope so. I'm more worried about 5th on back who just took tires. But you know, I want to save an extra set for the last stage in case something happens. So, but I think we're pretty good. I can get up there and get by him. It's just a matter of getting a good run off the corner.
That's good to hear. It seems like the car's a little loose sometimes if another car gets up behind you.
Yeah, especially if they get real close to you, it takes the air off your spoiler and just sends you sideways. So I'm really hoping we don't get too loose here. I know these cars loosen up as the run goes, so we'll see what we can do.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of this race.
Alrighty, appreciate it.
All right, man. You have a good race.
You guys have a good show.
Thank you. And that was Timothy Lamb, and starting in second place on this restart. See if he's got anything for Justin. As pace lights are out on the pace truck. One more time by, and they will be going back to green. Lap 64. The next stage ends at lap 90. So right now you got Justin Boyles in that top spot, followed by Timothy, followed by JD Baker in that 4th spot, Dakota Jurgensen in 4th, Philip Lloyd in that 5th spot, followed by Will Barlow in that 6th, Jason Baker in 7th, Doc Holliday in that 8th position, Richard Smith in that 2 car, and Brian Mayberry rounding at that top 10. And we're back, Rain. Justin gets a nice jump on Timothy there. You got DJ in that 1 car trying to, pushes up just a little. See that 11 car coming along, with that 0-1 Philip Lloyd. You knew it wasn't going to take him long to get back up front. He's been up front all day long, applying a lot of pressure. As you see him dive down underneath Justin Boyes there. He's on older tires. And you got Jason Baker coming along also, trying to take that top 2nd spot away from him. And then Justin's going to fall back to the crowd of 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th there. As you see Will Barlow, getting that pass made coming out of turn 2. Richard Smith all over the back bumper of Justin there now for that 4th spot. And here comes Doc Holliday, getting that nice run down that front stretch, using that draft. Bill Floyd still out front. Got a nice little cushion over 2nd place by about 0.8 of a second. Will Barlow's under pressure by Richard Smith there for that 3rd position as Richard gets that pass made. And here comes Doc. Will's going to shut that door on Doc Holliday there. Shut it. Nope, you can't have this spot. He's got Devin right behind. Doc's got Devin right all over the bumper. His come down the backstretch. Now you got Doc Holliday on the inside. About door to door as they come off that turn 4. going to have the high line, have that faster momentum with that motor wound out. Looks like Doc's going to try to get that pass completed now. Devin's looking on the inside of Will, tucks back inside as they go into turn 3. Devin's going to duck it, take down that low line. Follows back in line, follows Will down that front stretch. We got Justin falls back to that 7th position since the restart on those older tires. He's got DJ Baker. Oh, the 86 and the 93 both come very close coming out of turn 2 there. PJ's going to take that spot over Tony. Tony set his sights on DJ. Justin's still running that extremely high line in 3 and 4, trying to save those tires. And here comes Tony back, try to get that back on the inside of PJ there. Justin and DJ on the top side, with BJ and Tony on the inside line. And then you got Brandon, battling back. Oh, Brandon gets loose. I believe there was a little contact between him and possibly the one. Nice save going down that front stretch. I know there's a little bit of a big bump somewhere on that that inside of that apron there on that front stretch. Good thing he missed that, or that car could have been airborne. Timothy Layham falling back to that 13th spot since that restart. Again, one of those 3 cars on older tires. Dakota back there in 15th spot. So 4 cars that did not pit that last time by starting to fall to these guys with newer tires. Here comes that 55 of Jordan Sales on the inside of Justin, along with Brian. Brian's going to try to get that pass made going into turn 1. Didn't quite get to his quarter panel, but it looks like he's going to get that pass made coming out of turn 2. Drifts up and gets in front. He's setting it. Brian's setting his sights on Jordan now. Goes down on that low line. Goes back up in front of the 55. Takes over that 9th spot. Starting to make his run back towards the front of the field. Looks like Brian's got the car for a long run. Lap 76 of 140. We have passed the midway point of this race. Going back up front, you got Philip LaJoy just passing. I believe that's Danny for another spot. So right now you have 15 cars on the lead lap. Phillips stretching that lead out to almost a 1.5 second gap. Here comes Jason. And then you got Doc Holliday battling with Will Barlow and Devin there for that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. Will's got the slight advantage coming out of 2. Oh, slides up in front of Doc. Tony right there on the inside of Doc, not allowing him to get down to that low line for that crossover move. Got that lap car on the outside. Donovan or Donovan falls back in line behind Doc there for that 6th spot. Looks like Richard's starting to close that gap a little on Phillip there. Ten laps to go in this stage. Coming, we're lap 80. 10 laps to go left in stage 2. Got Brandon there in that 15 spot. Jason is starting to close that gap on Richard there. Looks like we got a caution that came out. That might have been the end of stage 2. And now you got all your leaders getting ready to come down pit road. Oh! Richard stays at, fakes him out and stays out. Richard stays at, fakes him out and stays out. 17 of Danny Schweitzer is going to get that waiver, lucky dog spot and get his lap back. Oh, looks like Phillip's going to beat him out. Sounds like Richard got his point for leading a lap, so that might have been his strategy to get one of those extra bonus points. Now let's see if we can get our stage 2 winner here. Phillip. I don't see him on Discord, so we cannot get him. Well, let's see if we can get Will. There's Will. Will Barlow, Dave Salter in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes.
Good evening, sir. How's that car running for you tonight?
It's running good. Used a few more tires than I want to, but yeah, I didn't expect this many cautions. So this track like this, you kind of gotta take some tires almost every time. We'll hope this goes green to the end. If it does, I think we got a car that can get up there and contend.
I was going to say, you got any for those front runners there?
Yeah, if it goes long, I got it. I got some long run speed in this baby, so.
I see you making those moves coming up to the front. Sometimes you get that arrow push, or they get that air off that rear spoiler. It kind of sends you for a little pucker factor, a little.
Yes, sir, it sure does. But maybe we can break away here and put some time on them.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna send you back there. What room were you in? Front line?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have a good race. Hopefully, we'll see you again a little later.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep. And that was Will Barlow starting third on this restart. He has got a fast car tonight. See if he's got anything for Jason and Philip out there. And you got Justin Boyles, who's led probably a good portion of this race tonight, restarting in that 6th spot. As you see the pace car coming off of turn 4, ducking down. Getting ready to go back to green. Philip LaJoyce gets a nice jump on that restart. Gets a nice breakaway from Jason there in that 2nd spot. He didn't get that big of a jump. He's got Jason and Will right up, not that far off their rear bumpers. And then you got Doc Holliday just quietly waiting back in that 4th spot. Devin looks like he got a little loose coming off of turn 4 there. And here comes Justin Boyles up in that 5th spot. Phillips, they're 2 wide, battling for 2nd place right now. Will Barlow and Jason. And here comes Doc Holliday in that 4th spot. Oh, and that's 2 through 7th is all right there battling, and Tony's trying to get up there and make that almost like a 6 or 7 car lead battle. Doc Holliday still battling on the outside with Justin Boyles pushing him down the backstretch. Doc goes down to the inside on that 11 car of Jason there. And you got Justin still running that high line. Justin starts looking to the inside, trying to follow Doc Holliday down in turn 1. Phillips taking it out to a half a second lead over 2nd place, Will Barlow. And we're gonna go ahead and turn it up. Give you the nice sights and sounds of the cars here as they run around this track. And you got Philip still leading the pack in first. Justin Boyle's in second. Timothy Layham in that 5 car running third. Will Barlow, just heard him on that last stage break. Got a fast car on the long runs. See what he can do running in fourth. Doc Holliday up there in that 5th spot. Devin in 5th. Trying to make that pass on Doc. Tony's starting to come forward in that 7th position. Nice 3-car battle right there, where you're gonna have Devin get that 5th spot on Doc Holliday as Doc Holliday tries to cross him over going into turn 3. And you got Tony looking on the inside to try to up, and you got Devin doing a crossover coming off of turn 4 right there. You got Brandon looks like he got loose again and coming off of 4. Nice save. Richard Smith back there in that 11th spot. Jordan in that 55 car running in 12th. PJ running 13th. Dakota running in 14th. And Brian running in 15th. Danny Schweitzer back in that 16th spot. 15 cars on the lead lap. Kendall, your last week's race winner, having a tough time tonight, back in that 17th spot. Kendall last week grabbed his 3rd career IVCS win last week with last week's opener. You got this battle heating up for the lead spot with Timothy, your only returning driver who's finished top 5 here last year or last season. Last season he had a P4. He is putting on a show tonight. Oh, here comes Justin diving down on the inside of Timothy there for that 2nd spot. Oh, looks like Philip got a little loose coming off of turn 4. Justin goes back to the lead, followed by Timothy. As you see them going into turn 1, 3 distinct lines. Justin taking the high, Timothy in the middle, and Philip working that bottom line. As you saw, these cars will get arrow loose on you if there's another car right up on the back of you. As you saw Timothy get a little wiggle coming out of turn 4 there. Phillips got some heavy right side damage there, as it looks like he got into the outside wall. He's still fighting a loose condition. Will Barlow's coming up on him, trying to get that next spot for 3rd spot. Will's going to take it low. Philip's going to let him by. Philip looks like he kind of lost the handling on that car. Oh, and you got a battle for the lead. Timothy Layham. Oh, Timothy gets loose coming off of turn 2. Oh! Oh, we'll have to replay that and see what happened to Timothy there. Looks like he gets loose coming off of 2. Looks like he kind of saves it. Oh, overcorrects and gets up into the outside wall. Yeah, you see he just loses it right there, tries to overcorrect and saves it, locks up the tire. Oh, and gets the 15 of Will. Tough break for Will tonight. As you got your leaders all down pit road right now. Let's see who's going to get this, win this race off pit road. Looks like you got Dakota staying out there. As you got everybody on pit road taking tires. It looks like Justin's going to beat Phillip off. Justin gets the lead coming off the turn, off the pit road. Tight race on pit road. These pit crews are doing it tonight. Dakota Jurgensen showing as your race leader right now. In that 9 car. He's got some damage on that right rear. Looks like that spoiler's bent down a little. You got Justin in that 8 car starting second with Phillip Lloyd in third. DJ Baker in fourth. Devin Lockridge in fifth. Richard in sixth. Jason in seventh. PJ in eighth. Brian in ninth. And Brandon rounding out your top 10. Followed by Doc Holliday, Tony, and Jordan Sales coming off the pit road now. Danny Schweitzer probably still getting some repairs fixed on his car. And Timothy Layham still on pit road getting repairs done on his. Looks like Will Barlow is taking it to the hauler along with Kendall, Carl Dotson, and Joseph. Dakota's now taking it into pit road. Turning that lead back over to Justin there in that 8 car. Does anybody have anything for this 8? Phillip Lloyd in that 1 has some damage on that right side. Like I said, Phil's been fast all day. Justin's been fast. Who is going to be the sleeper for today's race? Who can get it done? Who is going to win this? Coming to the line, you have 30 laps to go. Pace lights are out on the pace truck. As Justin's going to bring them around 3 and 4. Race truck's getting ready to dive down, make that hard left. Green, green, green. Justin's taking off. Gets a nice jump on Phillip there for second place. DJ's going to go with the inside, try to take over that second spot from Phillip. He's bringing along Devin there in that third. Devin takes over that third spot from Phillip. Oh, we got a spinner. Oh, that's tough break for the. Oh, let's go back. The 11 and the 2. Oh, the 11. Oh, tough break. Oh, and oh, ouch. That hurt. He comes back up on the track, tries to save it, comes back up on the track. As he comes back up, he tags the 93, the 48, the 55, and the 17 are all in that. Oh, tough break. Phillip Lloyd's coming down pit road, see if he can get that car tightened up. Justin Boyle's still your race leader, followed by DJ, Devin, Richard. Richard was in that last one. Followed by Brian, Tony, and Doc. See what this track temperature, whether it's cooled down anymore. Yeah, the track temperature's down to 97 degrees. Still under caution. Looks like we're still going to have at least one more time under caution before they start going back to double file restart. You see Jason Baker there on pit road trying to get some damage taken care of. Some heavy damage on that 48 car. Missing the nose and the hood of that car. Timothy Layham back there in that 5 car. He's in getting damage taken care of also. And Kendall Levon still has some damage on that right side, but he's back out trying to salvage some points for today. As you see DJ there, he's got some damage on the front nose of that car. Looks like he got into somebody probably at the beginning of the race. as we go through the field here. You got some of these sleepers in the back who have avoided most of the carnage today. Jordan Saylor looks like he's running a modified car out there right now. Shouldn't have an overheating problem with that car. You got Jason back out there. As you got the pace truck coming back, making that hard right. Green, 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 green. Justin takes a nice jump there on that restart. Nice battle going on back here. And you got the 69 of Devin getting by DJ there, coming out of 4. You got Doc coming up now. Doc, Tony, Brian there, all battling. Looks like Doc lost a couple spots there, but he got loose. Back at Devon for the 2nd spot. And you got a nice battle shaping up for the 2nd spot. Devin, DJ, and Richard all right there. Takes still has hold of that 2nd spot. Richard's looking to the inside as they go to break on that line. Oh, and caution's out. Oh. Looks like Doc Holliday got in. Oh! What? Hard hit for Doc Holliday on that inside wall. Looks like Doc and the 9 got together, sent the 9 up to into the outside. Yeah, Doc and Dakota got into each other, collected the 11 again. Tough break for those guys. Collected Kendall too in that also. This track has not been fair to a lot of these drivers tonight. These hot temperatures, humid conditions are making this track very, very slick. Coming back out, followed by Richard and the 2 car, followed by Tony, and looks like Jordan's getting ready to hit pit road, or is actually on pit road. Nope. There's Doc there. Here comes Jordan out of the pits now. Got some of the cars in the back. Who's got a little more damage? Going to try to get some of that stuff repaired. Looks like Danny. Huh. Danny pulled off to the apron and something must have happened to his car, or resetting that steering wheel, trying to make sure it's all set before they go back to green. Base trucks lights are still on. Coming to the line, we will have 19 to go. Does anybody have anything for Justin? Let's see if we can get Devin here. I'm not seeing Devin. Base lights are out. They're stacking up 2 by 2. To go when they come to the line. You got Justin first, Devin second, Ryan in third, Philip in fourth, and PJ rounding out your top 5 right now. Does anybody have anything for Justin? 19 laps to go. Justin gets a nice jump on that restart. Green, 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 green. Devin's holding on to that second spot. Got Philip on the outside with Brian on the inside. Side by side. Up. Just fell behind. Followed the line. DJ on the inside of Philip, or on Brian, I'm sorry. Setting his sights on Philip. If he can get this pass made on Brian. Brian's not letting that 4 spot go there. Justin's still out there holding on to that lead. Nice battle shaping up between Devin and Philip for that second. Here comes Philip. Oh, Philip gets a little loose coming off the turn 4. Saves it. Nice save coming out of 4. Slides up in front of Devin as he falls back to that 4 spot. Comes DJ on Philip, to the inside of Philip. Door to door going down the front stretch. They are 2 wide behind the leader. 1 and the 0-1 are battling for that second spot. Looks like DJ's going to make that pass. Phillip slide up in front of him. As they battle back here. It's Justin just a little bit further. Justin right now has a half second on second place. As you see Phillip diving back down underneath DJ. Going into turn one, coming off of turn two. Side by side as they give the advantage to DJ. You got Richard battling for that four spot. He wants that four spot. He gets that spot from Devin. Richard sets his sights on Phillip there for that four spot, or for that third spot. Richard's got a nice car going. Just about. Had that pass completed. He's got that pass completed for third right now. You got Phillip looking to the inside. Right going down the front stretch. And here you got Tony quietly sitting in fifth spot. Watching all this battle in front of them. They are still side by side for fourth spot. Loving this, having these cars battle side by side, letting them stretch out that lead. See Richard finally made that pass, gets that third spot, along with Tony for that fourth spot. These two Toyotas are looking up, going to the front. Do they have anything for these two Chevys up front? Here you got Phillip. Tony there. Can't get that backstretch. Give the edge to Phillip here coming off of turn four. Slides back up in front of him. Battle for second starting to tighten up here between Richard and DJ. Richard's got the low line coming out of turn four. Clears him, slides up in front of him, takes that second position. Richard sets his sights now on Justin, who is about half a second in front of him right now. As the lap car, that 5 of Timothy. He stays low as Justin goes hot, that middle lane. Oh, Justin gets a little bobble coming off of turn 4. Allows Richard to catch back up to him, and kills that momentum going down the front stretch. Here comes Richard to the inside of Justin there, as he barely get that pass made. Here comes Justin back on the inside of Richard there. He's bringing along DJ. Give the spot right back to Justin there. Here comes Richard trying to do that crossover. Here comes Richard back down on the inside. He's going to try to get that lead back. 7 laps to go, and this we have first through 4th. All within seconds of each other. Justin continues to lead the way. 6 laps to go. Richard's gonna try to make that low line work again. But Justin has just been running that high line all night long. You got DJ coming on the outside, getting the draft off of Justin, coming down the front stretch there. Richard still holding strong on that bottom line. Oh, a little bobble out of that one. Oh, Justin gets loose coming off of turn 4. Tight race, you know. Richard's trying to get that lead from Justin. Can't quite make it. 5 laps to go. Top 3 cars nose to tail. Richard's still holding strong on that inside line with Justin right on the outside. Justin tries to break his momentum, getting that side draft off that 2 car of Richard. Looks like Richard's going to try to get that pass made. Oh, slides up in front of Justin there on the backstretch. Justin does that crossover move for 3. Here comes DJ, silently waiting in that 3rd spot. Oh, DJ gets loose coming off of 4. Saves that car, gets it straight back up. Richard in that number 2 Toyota. 3 laps to go. Anybody have anything for Justin? Can they pull off the last minute pass? Looks like, oh, DJ slides up, almost gets into the side of the 2. Saving his tires, cooling them down to try to get one lap towards Justin as he tries to go to the inside. Gets door to door, going down. Now we have a drag race, final lap. Last lap. Richard to the inside, Justin to the outside with DJ lurking there in 3rd spot. Justin has it still wound out on the high line. Richard's still on the inside line, still holding strong on the inside line. Here comes DJ. DJ's trying to make it 3 wide. Oh, then they touch. Oh, Justin's up into the wall. DJ's loose, coming off a turn. Oh, and Richard takes the win. Followed by DJ in 2nd and Justin in 3rd. Tony in 4th with Philip in 5th. Oh man, tight race coming off of turn 4. Oh, you couldn't get any tighter than that. DJ said, I'm going to send it going into 4 and see if she'll stick. As Richard, time to burn it down. See if we can get our top 3 winners here. Get Justin up here, and who finished in 3rd place. See if we can get a word with him. Justin, Dave in the booth.
Hey, David, how's it going?
All right. Well, we see you in victory lane or on the podium finish, but not where I don't think you wanted to be.
No, I don't know. He raced guys clean, and he lose the race on something dumb like that. But you know, I guess that's how we're gonna win races. I'll put that in the back of my mind for next time.
I hear you. Tough break. It's a heartbreaker. I've Been there myself many of times and lost it that way for other people, but I fully feel your pain on that one.
Yeah, it's I just we're happy with how much speed we had, and it's second place last week, third place this week. Took the white flag with the lead both weeks and didn't win it. So unfortunately, unlike last week, I don't think there was a whole lot I could have done different. And just looked like JD just stayed in the throttle and ran Richard up into me, and it's the last lap. I get going for it, but I don't know. It kind of seems like a Mickey Mouse one right there, but it is what it is.
I hear you. Heartbreaker. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Team Flashpoint. We took some big swings for the race and made it work, and just happy for them, and appreciate you guys for the broadcast. And shout out to Tony. I mean, not Tony. Sorry, Richard. He raced me clean there the whole end of the race there, and I appreciate that. So it's a good race, and we'll try it again next week.
All right, Justin. Well, we'll see what you guys can do next week. Hopefully, you got a better turnaround here.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. There's your third place winner. Let's see if we can find DJ. There's DJ. DJ, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm doing all right. How you?
All right. Take us through that last lap, man.
I just giving her all I could, man. Just trying to see if I could make it happen there at the end.
I hear you, man.
So all I could do.
Well, good turnout this week. Second place. Fully understand. Yeah, you have to send her in there and try to get something done.
Hey, had to. It's all I could go.
Yep.
All I could give it a shot there. So
I hear you.
sorry it didn't work out for Justin, but I just did what I had to do to get all I could. I figured he'd push up into Justin. Really wasn't trying to get in him, to be honest, and it just kind of worked that way. So.
I hear you. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
My brother here worked on the setup this week. I'd like to give him a shout out. My brother Jason there. I didn't have a lot of time to put into it, but he kind of got us going for the week. So appreciate that from him. My old lady for letting me do this. Keep her happy. We're all happy, right?
Yes, sir. I fully understand that one. All right, man. Well, hopefully, celebrate, have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And that is your second place winner, JD Baker. We'll get your race winner, Richard, here. Richard, Dave in the booth. Oh. Richard, David in the booth. You got a copy? Oh. We might be having some difficulties trying to get Richard up here in the booth. Let's try it one more time. Hey, Richard, Dave in the booth. You got a copy? No, apparently we can't get Richard in here for an interview. All right, so this is Dave with SRM. Let's go through this race results here. So we got Richard taking the win, DJ in second, Justin finishing third, Tony battling back today for that fourth spot. Philip led a lot of laps today, finished in fifth. PJ finished in sixth. Brian finished in second. Devon finished in eighth. And Outlaw Motorsports, Denny finished in ninth. Jordan rounds out your top 10. Dakota in that 11th spot, followed by Jason Baker in that 12th spot. Timothy finished 13th. Didn't finish up his last year's race pretty well in that 4th spot, but tough night for him. Kendall in that 14th spot. Doc Holliday finishing 15th. Brandon in 16th. Will Barlow in 17th. And Carl rounds out in your 18th spot. This is Dave with SRM. Go to our Facebook page. Hit like, subscribe, and share it. Comment if you can. Please do. Also on our YouTube page. Well, I am Dave. Hopefully we will have our broadcast partner next week. So, and for SRM and everybody of the iRacing Virtual Cup Series League, we will see you next week. Same time. And I believe we are at... we go to Hotlanta next week. Should be a hot and slick track just like tonight. So, again, Dave in the booth. We will see you next week.